There are 6 pieces to a totem scattered throughout Emerald Stair and Avowed. Once you get all 6 pieces, it gives you the fully completed totem and 6 constant buffs that occur for your character. I'm going to show you all 6 of those locations and the base's location as well. Let's get into it. Now to start this off, let's find the base of this totem itself. You're going to need to make your way to the Shrine of Skane, and I'm probably butchering that, which is going to be on the western side of this map of Emerald Stair. This is what the tower is going to look like, and all you simply have to do is make your way to the very top of this tower through some very simple parkour. You'll be able to get a couple different materials for building, for health, and a couple different daggers you could break down along the way, but the thing that you're really looking for is the thing at the very top of this tower, which is going to be glowing gold, and that is going to be the base of the totem that we're looking for. Now you can actually place this base inside of your camp with all your companions right away, but no effect is going to happen until you put one of the 6 items that builds this totem onto the totem. Now these 6 items are very scattered throughout the entire area of Emerald Stair. So the first one we're going to start talking about is the Sacrificial Dagger, which will be in the abandoned farm, which will be on the sort of northeast side of this map. You'll see that abandoned farm beacon is going to be your closest fast travel point. You'll also interact with some Zarps that have a bounty on their head in this area if you haven't been there, but you want to make your way to this particular house, which is on the edge, and you'll see the Sacrificial Dagger glowing gold, so you can pick it up. For the Idol of Violence Rebellion, we want to make our way over to the Ranger's headquarters, which is also going to have its own fast travel point of the Rolling Crags beacon. Now this item is going to be on top another tower, which is the Ranger's Tower. So to actually get up there, you want to go to the side where you can see these barrels. It allows you to jump onto another ledge, and from there it is a very straightforward parkour exercise going all the way up to this tower once again. You will once again, as you're climbing up this tower, come across a lot of things that are upgrades, a lot of things you can break down, a lot of items that you might be using later on. But again, you want to make your way all the way to the top where you're going to basically hear another glowing item, which is going to be very difficult for you to miss as soon as you get to the top of this tower. That is going to be the Idol of Violent Rebellion that we are looking for. Now the Idol of Secret Hatred, a very lovely name. Obviously all these things are absolutely lovely names. We're going to be inside of the Ancient Grotto, which also has its own beacon, which is going to be on the western side of this giant map. Inside of here, you're going to come across another bounty and a bunch of enemies, but you can ignore them or fight them, totally up to you. But make your way down to the bottom left here where you are able to move a bunch of vines with either a fire attack or one of Kai's abilities. That will lead you through a room that has a bunch of acid on the ground, and you want to follow my pathing to this particular ledge and through this tunnel because it leads you to a fork where you have to pick one of 2 options. One takes you to an exit into its more interesting loot, but the other one leads you to a small cave where you are going to find a couple different things inside. One of the things that jumps out immediately is a dead skeleton. This is actually the founder of the main capital in Emerald Stair, but again, what we're focusing on is going to be the item that he is holding, which is going to be that idol that we are talking about for this section. The next idol, called the Idol of Covert Plots, is going to be found inside of this small hut inside of the Fested Camp, where you're going to have a very close fast travel point of the Plateau Junction Beacon. Once you arrive at this house, you're going to be attacked by a couple different skeletons, so either, again, ignore them or fight them, totally up to you, and there are 2 ways to get into this house. One is you can go to the ledges above and simply jump in, or you can go to the statue and press the switch that opens up this side door. Because you can't go through the front door, it's locked. Once you're inside, you'll very quickly find that idol that we're talking about, the Idol of Covert Plots. Now these next 2 items can be found throughout the main storyline in Emerald Stair. This one is going to be for the Obsidian Prayer Beads that is going to be part of the Animancy method. Now in this area, you really don't need to focus too much on the actual enemies. You can take them out if you want to, but to give you an exact location of where these prayer beads are going to be, follow the pathing that I'm showing you. Now throughout this, you could be sneaky and go past all of these enemies, or you can take them out like I mentioned before. As you see in my pathing, you want to stay on the right until you come across this down tree. Get on top of this down tree to the ledges above, and then you're going to see a very easily noticed jump where it's going to take you to another ledge that shows you another dead skeleton that is holding those prayer beads that we are looking for. Now this final piece of the totem is going to be inside of Naku Tedek after you go through the main storyline, and there is a secret door that is opened up while you're inside with your companions. So I would recommend going through the main storyline until you really notice this door starts opening, and it'll be very obvious when it is open. After that, you want to follow my path, because very quickly once you go down these stairs, you're going to notice a path to go to the right or the left. You want to focus on the left. left. You could then shock open the door while hitting that particular device, and then you're going to need to jump over to the stump, which you can either use an ice spell or an ice grenade to get over to that stump to get you up to the next ledge. From here on this next ledge, it's going to be fairly obvious where this item is because it's going to be once again glowing, and you'll be able to pick it up as soon as you want to. Just keep in mind there are a couple other things in this room you could pick up for breaking down or whatnot. Once you have all the items, you can now fully activate the totem itself, giving you all the different effects that the totem will give you. Keep in mind that as soon as you interact with all the pieces, no matter what order or how many you place at once, you will be thrown into an instant trance that kind of gives you some background on what's going on in the story. It is also a good time to mention that you don't have to place all of these at once to get all of the effects. You can place just one or two of the different pieces to get those unique buffs throughout the game, but I still recommend fully completing this totem so you can get all those effects at once if you want. Once the vision is complete, you'll see all the added bonuses that you just added onto the totem, and it will allow you to either pick to activate this totem, or if you have any of the other totems already set up, you could pick that one to activate as well. You can only have one totem activated at a time, which is unfortunate. But these are the buffs that you get for this particular totem inside of Emerald Stair, and I hope you guys found this walkthrough guide helpful. If you did, make sure you hit the like, subscribe buttons for me down below so I know that you did find this walkthrough guide helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.